like to give you a very warm welcome to our first customer event with Ben Fogle. Ben's worked very hard to show that adventure travel is available to everybody, and that's very much what the Adventure Company is all about. Without further ado, I just want to welcome on stage our very own special ambassador, Mr. Ben Fogle.
Thank you very much. Adventure for me is stepping outside of your normal life, outside of your day job. If you're stuck at your computer every day, almost anything away from that environment can be a form of adventure. And one person's adventure might be another person's nightmare. One person's adventure might be another person's walk in the park. It's a very flexible word, and for me, adventure has been a very important part of my life. I think the first kind of moment when I really became me was when I embarked on my very first adventure, and that was when I was 18 and I was desperate to explore the world. For me, the big mysterious continent was still Latin America. So the first opportunity I had, I bought a one-way ticket to Latin America, to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I landed there not knowing any of the language, not knowing anything really about the country, not knowing what I wanted to do. But as a child, I'd always been fascinated by explorers and great travel books, and the Amazon really appealed to me. So I went to the mouth of the Amazon, Belém, and I hitchhiked on a boat. It was a fantastically immersive experience. There I was on this boat, no other tourists, no other Brits, no other Americans, no other English speakers. So I was forced to communicate, to be with the people, to become involved. And for me, that immersive experience, the sort of immersive experiences that the Adventure Company do with the homestays rather than hotels, was fantastically important at feeling part of the country. I hope that the message I've got across today is that adventure doesn't just have to be physical hardship. Adventure is anything out of the ordinary. And that brings us back to the Adventure Company. I think the sort of trips that they organise, the sort of things you can do with them, and in fact I've put together my own itinerary based on those early South American experiences called People of Peru. And it's very much about immersing yourself within the culture, within the people, having homestays, having local guides who direct you through the kind of foods that you can eat. And again, I can't emphasize enough of how I've learnt over the years that immersion within a place will give you what feels like a year-long experience in a very small window of time. I'm often asked, why would I still challenge myself? Why would I still take risks? Well, I think you have to take a risk to benefit in life. I think if you don't challenge yourself, if you don't test yourself, you don't stand to benefit, and you won't appreciate life. You'll become too complacent. And I think it just takes a little bit of trust to step out of your comfort zone and take on an adventure of whatever size or scale that might be, and it will benefit you in the long term. And it certainly has with me. And that's how my relationship with the Adventure Company has kind of come full circle, and I'm very proud to still be with them. And the fantastic thing now is when people say, how can I go on an adventure of my own? You know, I can actually direct them to the Adventure Company, who can actually make the dreams that perhaps I plant in people's minds a reality.
It was a fantastic evening. It certainly gave food for thought on future adventures, what we're going to do, especially being part of quite a large family.
No, I thought what was really great about it was the exciting thing about travel is you actually break through your own boundaries, doing different things. And you mentioned that a lot.
It's fantastic, really, really interesting, and it just sort of inspires you to want to go out and travel and do a lot more. It's brilliant, really great evening.